Coach, first of all, your overall impressions of the game, especially the way you had to retool your lineup with two key players out tonight.
Yeah, I think the main point about tonight is the team. It was a team effort, and again, our guys have done a really good job of being resilient. I love how we've responded back to the two tough conference losses. Had a good week of practice leading up to Western Michigan, and then 2 good days leading up to this game. And there's, you always want to keep chopping away, and that's what we've done all year long. So I'm really proud of our players right now for how they stepped up tonight and how they've prepared, and then same thing with the coaching staff and then the athletic training staff for doing a great job of getting our guys ready to go on short notice and taking care of those that are injured.
Talked a lot about stepping up, Coach. Obviously, the 3 young guys and sophomores coming into the lineup tonight. Talk a little bit about what that next man up mentality means to them and kind of how they stepped up tonight.
Yeah, well, I think Steven got us off to just that's what he is, and we told him you're a sniper, and you go out and you get an open shot, you're going to take it, and go back and play as hard as you can, as smart as you can on defense. And he's really come along the last 2.5 weeks. There's just a different focus. So the work that he's done has allowed him to be successful on the court. And the same thing with CJ. He's bad about his turnovers, but he'll learn and grow from this one. But he had 37 minutes where he had the ball in his hands a lot, and then guarding really, really well at the other end. And Cam got us off to a really good start there, scoring inside, had a nice dunk early, and then Jason's just sophomore, so he played 40 minutes on and when he wasn't feeling well, he could hardly go through pregame warm-ups. So he gutted one out tonight. Jace really gutted it out.
Talk about the boost that can kind of give to the team. Obviously, when a guy like Jace is under the weather and guys see that, and having the fortitude to play all 40 minutes of the game.
Yeah, it's kind of there's playing hard is the price of admission to allow yourself to just win a game, and then when you want to win consistently and get better, you have to compete. And if you're only going to play your best when you're feeling your best, it's going to be an up and down season for you. And Jace just had a great mental mindset. I know him when he's got the quiet demeanor, going in the locker room and a focused approach where he doesn't really want to say much. I know he's ready to go. So he led the charge. I felt Toby was terrific tonight on defense. 16 points, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds is incredible. And his growth over the last 3 weeks has been incredible. Starting in New York, he has a different focus. Doesn't his kind of out there moments and kind of reel you back in moments are few and far between right now. So he's really learned how to manage himself in a game in order to allow himself to play through mistakes, get over that mental hurdle, and then just keep playing. So it was good. And then Griffin and Phillip were terrific, both 29 and 22 tonight minutes, and most importantly, they just really played solid defensively for us and kept the ball moving. So I thought it was just a really good team effort. And again, we've got a young group, but the young group's growing up, so I don't like saying that much. They don't like talking about it anymore, and it's who we are right now, and we're confident in what we have, and we love the guys in the locker room, and they love to be coached up every day.
It seemed like every time you opened up a 6 or 8 point lead, Prairie View was right there, getting back into it, wouldn't let you get that separation. What was the mentality like in the huddles and on the sideline every time? Like they would make a shot, you're like, okay, we're still in this game. It's still one possession or a 5-point or so game.
Right. No, it's a good question, Tim. I think and that was a key part of the huddle. I try those first minutes not to say a word, and I've tried to be conscious about that all season long. And it starts out pretty rough early in the season about what's being said, but there's a lot of things that are being repeated that we don't have to say as coaches by everybody, and just that kind of just what our mantra is, the 1% keep chopping wood mentality, and that was it. Now they've done that all year long. They almost beat Northwestern, in their previous game, and then they did that against Arkansas State. They did against UTSA, where they just don't go away. It's a credit to, again, their coaching staff and how hard those kids play. They're older, a veteran team, so they've been through the 8-point deficits and they don't go crazy about it. But we're learning how to handle those as well. I think back to the Jacksonville State game here, where we had a 10 or a 12-point lead with about 8 to go, and it got all the way down to where they had a 3 to tie it that just went in and out. So we've come a long way since that point, where we've been able to withstand those things that you're talking about, Tim.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank you. Appreciate it. Go Flames. Let's go.